hardcore, but so is MYS with the comfy.
Yeah, like this is definitely the biggest curveball that we have for the entirety of the run today.
Can't believe
so,
it.
Other than that, everyone else is on their comfort pick, and we've also seen, Hoopa being played out by many other teams. So, Renaissance, they won't be overthrown by that. And now, all eyes are on Cameron on his signature Gardevoir.
No. All eyes are on comfy. People want to see.
True.
Because, okay, so I think comfy right now is in a bit of a controversial spot. Not that the Pokemon is controversial or anything. It's just that it's probably in a pub setting a very underwhelming Pokemon because you very much rely on your partner to be influential. I did remember talking to someone about Comfy, and I don't know if it was Cameron or Rebonds, I'm not 100% sure. But they basically said that in a competitive setting, Comfy is a whole different monster. So to see MYS already decide to play it in their first game against Renaissance, I'm really excited to see the madness.
I wanted to really see what type of impact it does have when it comes down to competitive, because if it is very impactful, then you will be expecting more bans to come up ahead in some of all these upcoming droughts. Meanwhile, Rainbow will absorbing a lot of pressure coming in from solo, and they will eventually manage to find a couple of points coming in for RNS, but they're just basically tearing each corners of the location. They are hoping to eventually shred the members of MIS. They would be spending too much time though, so these contests for resources would be pretty much a little bit of a struggle, but they would be able to stay alive for a long purpose.
Yeah, I do like that Renaissance is trying to pressure the top lane, because the weakest moment for Urshifu is actually before he hits Urshifu, right? Kubfu is, I hate to say it, this Pokemon is terrible until it evolves. It practically does nothing. So the longer that they can delay Yemu from that evolution, they're going to deny him any real opportunity to do anything. I'm very sure he's going to find experience somewhere and he will finally evolve. But the good news here is that because you're running this Hoopa on the side of MYS, you're going to be in a fantastic position to defend. You have these portals where you can just constantly swap between these two lanes onto the goal zone. So Renaissance are really going to find themselves hard-pressed to even break the goal zone, especially when you're against a Comfy that can just float all over the place.
Yeah, and you just see them just brickballing into this defense, whereas for Renaissance, they were caught every single approach to slowly take them down, and the sustain is so good. Okay, Rebounds is going to be safe.
It's all good.
The heals are there, so you will expect later on for this Comfy to eventually latch onto an Urshifu and just...
Yeah, look at you.
And
Yemu, though.
they will just stay alive in every battle.
Yemu just can't find any wild Pokemon. He will be able to at least get that one behind his goal zone. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get the evolution, but...
Solo squeezed it.
Nah, Solo's just going to score. He's not going to care. Yeah, that's not enough. So, yeah, Yemu has just really struggled this game, and I think this is just a testament to Renaissance, the constant aggression and also denying those wild Pokemon to that Kubfu. It's just really slowing down the progression of Urshifu. And it makes you wonder, like, okay, if you're not going to hit a good timing on the Urshifu, does that mean that they maybe revert to Dark Urshifu and then maybe focus on Comfy on Nightmew Foxy instead? Because Nightmew, he's diving in with the Comfy and he's actually got an instant KO already, so they already get rid of one so far. And the resets are really annoying too for Renaissance. If they can't get the KOs, they just go back home thanks to rebongs.
And I actually prefer this form of idea as well. You can even latch onto this Aegis Slash and we'll just continue on with the fight. Meanwhile, we are just diving onto this Aegis Slash. Solo takes him down, and they will get this one in the back. Registill for Renaissance.
Yes, and it is going to be the Water Urshifu. So Yemu's finally hit that level 6, but you know, this is a really late level 6 on a Pokemon such as Urshifu, and at Renaissance with this hyper aggression, they're able to take that first goal zone in the bottom lane and also deny the bottom experience from the Reggie. So they have set MYS back. I mean, they are full on respecting this very mobile, sustained draft on the side of MYS, and they're going to continue on here by trying to take the Reggie Alecki. But with the Water Bear up though, I'm wondering if this is going to cause them issues, because now they have to deal with the Water Bear dancing around in these battles alongside Nightmew Foxy, and the battle is going to finally begin here. But look at the damage though, big Unite there from the Gardevoir, instant KO so far. Both Water Bear as well as the Aegis Slash goes down. Venusaur gang trying to make that getaway, will get on the goal zone, but is it going to be enough? They're being chased by a Glaceon. Depp just throwing out shard after shard after shard, and again another goal zone goes down for MYS, and they've really lost a lot of map control.
Yeah,
when you're running the Hoopa, as whenever you lose that goal zone, that's one less area to teleport to.
Yeah, and then you just see how well the rest of Renaissance hold their own. The moment that MYS goes in for a charge, they're already prepared. The Scarf Warrior is already there to unleash it.
The slow beam.
Literally slow beams them, suppressing them throughout. And there's nothing MYS can do. They're slowly being shredded off, and they just have to leave this bear. And they have enough points to just absolutely open up the top goal zone, leaving it to only the final one in return and one in the bottom.
The level discrepancy between these two teams, Contra, is massive. You've got two level 7, I mean, there's the level 8 now support on the side of MYS. Those are the lowest levels on the team, whereas level 9 is the average lowest level on the side of Renaissance. So there's a big level discrepancy. You're going to be getting those the level upgrades sooner on the side of Renaissance, which means an even bigger power spike. And of course, you know, on Renaissance, they have amazing team fight, right?
Yeah,
you've got the burst damage on both Cameroon as well as Dev, and it's going to be so hard to even take the objective. Again, they secure it. Renaissance just going to grab another one. They aren't able to get the KO there onto the Venusaur as they actually all teleported in top. Rings unbound. I mean, you kind of had to do that as rebongs. But now it's time to defend that bottom goal zone. Does Renaissance continue? Rubus healing back up. He's okay.
He's going to be all right.
He's all right.
And like the most part, Ice, the moment he just gets that slow beam on top, like, what can MYS do? It's like either you let go of that Pokemon that was absolutely being suppressed, or you commit to the battle. And when you do commit to the battle, you are now under level. There's not much you can actually offer, and you have huge AoE spells like Dev can just have another angle to take, and then Solo just continues to do these cleanup duties, hopping onto the forefront. So,
oh my goodness.
MYS, they don't really have much answers for the time being.
Yeah, they really don't. But they're going to continue trying to win this team fight if they possibly can. Rebong's actually going to be going back into the battle. No Pokemon get KO'd so far. They are very close to getting that Lucario. They will finally get it though. And now Rubus actually a little bit too close in that fight. Looks like it's going to get KO'd too. Two Pokemon down on the side of Renaissance. Big singularity though by the Gardevoir. Two Pokemon down on the side of MYS. They did catch one though. Rebong's actually getting caught in the singularity. They're trying to finish off Ice here, but they just don't quite have enough damage there. Froggy did latch onto Yamu, keeping him alive. Now it's time for him to heal back up Yang. This is the advantage of Comfy, but I just feel like we're not really seeing the strength of Comfy this game.
Not so much just yet. I mean, with Renaissance also being picked up on these corners and they go in one after another, MYS finds that window to at least stall and give themselves another chance where there's only less than a minute for them to start contending for that Rayquaza, and that Regieleki did not manage to reach the zone as well. So starting back off on the reset, this is where Renaissance are hoping to hold them. They don't necessarily need that Rayquaza for themselves. We see what they can do in team fights. They will secure their Regirock and they prepare themselves for the final battle.
This is huge. I mean, this is going to go for free. The experience, the defense buff as well. You're denying it from MYS. But to be fair, I think MYS, you have to play ultra safe. This game has been really tough. They decided to focus sweeping up all those wild Pokemon because you want that experience, but the highest level is 13 on the side of MYS. You're still 11 on your Hooper, on your Comfy, you're 12 on the Aegislash, you're 13 on the Venusaur. Only 2 Pokemon are sitting on their on max plus moves at the moment. You really want to get the whole team up. You know, if there's a Pokemon you're really going to be worried about this fight, there's 2 of them. You have to worry about the Gardevoir Unite and also the Slowbro. We've seen Slow Beam just basically sets up to delete somebody on MYS. It is actually the scariest single target Unite, and they got Night View Foxy right off the bat. That was the frontliner on the side of MYS. They're about to lose the Venusaur. Does get the heal back up though, but they've actually immediately lost the Hooper, so it's going to be 3 Pokemon left. Dev trying to burn down as much as he can on the sidelines because he's not being contested. Water Bear trying to get out of there, and Yamu almost going to go down. Will barely survive thanks to the heals there from Freaky, but again, it's just MYS, they can't finish these battles.
Yeah, and all they have to do is just negate them from going anywhere close. Even if you try to backcap, how much points can they actually do? MYS are currently being pinched into this oblivion where there's only 1 minute left. Now they are going to try again on that Rayquaza. Is it a tad too late? I start to wonder. and they have Solo here to lead the way. They spot them out. Yang dropping pretty low, and they're going to look for him. He's knocked out immediately.
No, he's not. He teleported home. There was actually the Hooper hyperspace hole to save him. 2 Pokemon down on the side of Renaissance. Now it's the time to burn down the Rayquaza. But here's the thing. Can Ice get the steal? Because if Ice can, you've basically denied it. No. MYS, they managed to get it. Big points there on both the Comfy and the Urshifu. Immediately going into the top lane. First Dunkaroo in that bottom lane from Nightmare Foxy. Yep, they're looking to score big in that top lane. 283. They need more points. Rebong's going to try and score big as well. Comfy there as well. Someone has to teleport home to deny those scores on the side of Renaissance. But so far, so good. They're leading 541 to 375. If you're Renaissance, I mean, they lost it. They actually lost it.
Oh my word, I can't believe my eyes how MYS turned the tables around on the split second. We only had like a window of less than 45 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And they actually got that Rayquaza in return.
You know, it was all, I feel, because of the hyperspace hole saving the Venusaur. Yeah, Yang literally got out by the skin of his teeth. I was looking at his health bar and I was like, is that empty or is there actually a single point of health
I thought he went down, which is why I think it was knockout.
I thought it was a knockout too. Then I looked